And this video is also the continuation of the previous video. So next question we are going to say, two uniform line charge 8 nanocoulomb per meter are located at x is equal to 1, z is equal to 2, and at x is equal to minus 1, y is equal to 2 in free space. If the potential is at origin is 100 volt, find V at point 4, 1, 3. Solution: we know V is equal to 100 volt at origin 0, 0, 0. First we have to calculate the line charge. So line charge Vp is equal to rho L divided by 2 pi epsilon naught ln of Rho1 by Rp1. Rho1 is taken origin and your x is equal to 1 and z is equal to 2 point. So by using those two things you will be calculating R01 is equal to root of 5, and Rp1 will be calculating by taking into consideration your p and your x is equal to minus 1 and y is equal to 2, these two range of points, and you will be calculating Rp1 is equal to root of 10. So substituting this value in the above expression, you will be getting minus 49.3886, and next VOP1 will be equal to VP1 minus V0. So VP1 we does not know, we know what is our V0. V0 is equal to 100 volt, so we know what is VP1. So substituting this, we are going to calculate VP1. VP1 will be equal to 50.16 volt, that is nothing but the absolute potential of P due to line charge 1. In second case, you will be calculating line charge 2 parallel to Z axis. So RO2, you are going to calculate the vector RO2 and RP2. So RO2, by considering the origin and the first set of ranges of values, and you will be getting root 5, and Rp2 second set of values, x is equal to minus 1, y is equal to 2, and the points P 4, 1, 3, that is equal to root 26. Now VPO2 is calculated by the previous formula, that is rho L divided by 2 pi epsilon naught ln of RO2 divided by Rp2. So you will be getting minus 118.5417 volt. So substituting this value will be getting, you can calculate VP2. VP2 will be equal to minus 18.517 volt. And next question, what is the potential of center of square with side A is equal to 2 meter while the charges are 2 microcoulomb, 4 microcoulomb, minus 4 microcoulomb, 6 microcoulomb and 2 microcoulomb are located at its four corners. So see the solution. You are going to calculate potential due to QA. So potential due to QA is equal to QA divided by 4 pi epsilon naught R1. R1 is equal to L into AP, and that is equal to root 2. R2 is equal to L into BP, and that is equal to root 2. R3 is equal to same, by using all those things, by using all the sides we will be having R1, R2, R3 both, all the fours are equal to root 2. And now we are going to calculate the potential. Vp is equal to summation of Vpm, so that is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught R QA plus QB plus QC plus QD. You will be having 4 charges, so all the 4 charges together. So substituting the values, you will be getting 38.131 kilovolt. And next, find the polarization in dielectric medium. Your medium is epsilon R is equal to 2.8 if the D value is given as 3 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb per meter square. Continuation of the previous thing. Find the polarization in dielectric medium. Epsilon R is equal to 2.8 if D is equal to 3 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb per meter square. So solution, start with the solution. We have P is equal to x naught epsilon naught E. So x naught is equal to 2.8 minus 1, which is equal to 1.8. And next D is equal to epsilon naught epsilon R into E. So E is equal to D divided by epsilon naught epsilon R. So that is equal to, we know what is D, we know what is epsilon naught and what is epsilon R. So 3 into 10 to the power minus 7 divided by 8 into 8.54 into 10 to the power minus 12 into 2.8, that is equal to 12.101 into 10 to the power 3 volt per meter. And next, from this you will be calculating P. P is equal to x naught E naught into E. So x naught is 1.8, E naught is 8 into 8.854 into 10 to the power minus 12 into your E is equal to 12.101 into 10 to the power 3. So calculating these values, you will be getting P is equal to, polarization value is equal to 1.9285 into 10 to the power minus 7 coulomb per meter square. And next, find the capacitance of the conducting sphere of 2 cm in diameter covered with a layer of polyethylene with epsilon R is equal to 2.26 and 3 cm thickness. Solution, your radius is given as 2 centimeter, your diameter is given as 2 centimeter, your radius is equal to 1 centimeter, and your B1 is nothing but radius plus thickness, that is equal to 4 centimeter. Next, you are going to calculate your capacitance value. So capacitance value, this is for your sphere. So you will be having the formula 4 pi epsilon naught divided by 1 by A minus 1 by B, and that is equal to, substituting the values, 4 into 3.14 into 2.26 into epsilon naught divided by 1 by 1 into 10 to the power minus 2 minus 1 by 4 into 10 to the power minus 2, that will be equal to 3.352 picofarad. And next, C2. So C2 will be calculating by using 4 pi epsilon naught B. So you will be getting the value 4.405 picofarad. And next, the capacitance, equivalence capacitance will be 1 divided by 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. So that will be C1 C2 divided by C1 plus C2, that is equal to 1.9121 picofarad. And next question, a pair of 200 millimeter long concentric cylindrical conductor of radius 50 millimeter and 100 millimeter is filled with a dielectric with epsilon is equal to 10 epsilon naught. A voltage is applied between conductor which establish E is equal to 10 power 6 divided by R, AR vector. Calculate first one capacitance, second one voltage applied, and third one energy stored. So start with the solution. So calculating the capacitance value. So capacitance value, this is a concentric cylindrical conductor. So you will be using the formula 2 pi epsilon L divided by ln of B by A. So substituting the values, we will be getting 160.518 picofarad. And next, you will be calculating the voltage applied. So voltage applied is calculated by using the formula minus integral of E into dl. So that is equal to, your E value is 10 to the power 6 divided by R, AR vector. So integrating that, you will be getting 693.1471 kilovolt. And next one, the energy stored in your concentric cylindrical conductor. So work done will be equal to half into CV square. So we know what is the C because we have calculated it in the first case, and we know what is V, we have calculated it in the second case. So substituting the values in this formula, so 1 by 2 into 160.518 into 10 to the power 12 into 693.14 into 10 to the power 2 whole square, and calculating it, will be getting the energy stored is equal to 38.56 joules.